So Bitcoin had a huge sell-off on Sunday over the weekend. We had pretty much a $10,000 drop on Bitcoin. Obviously, the rest of the market sold off too, along with Bitcoin, and it was some scary times. But I don't think it's the end of the bull run at all just yet. So that's what we're going to look at, a quick explainer in today's video for this nice start of the week on a Monday. What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. If you are new to the channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you do get future updates whenever I upload a video. If you want to get an email notification, sign up for my free masterclass. It's the first link in the description below. That way you get on my email list and I'll send you an email every single time I make a new video. So as you can see, I have a new green screen behind me, a little bit of a change of scenery, a bit of an environment, a bit of a relaxation for a couple days, because that is what I think is always the best solution, especially in a bull market, when we get these crazy shakeouts and this crazy volatility and the market sells off like it's done 2 or 3 times already in the last few months. The best thing to do is to just chill, right? Take a few days off, go for a walk, don't look at your portfolio, because if you react to these huge events that happen, these huge sell-offs, these 10, 20%, 30% sell-offs in a short period of time, if you panic sell to them and you react to them that way, you're just going to sell the lows, it reverses back up again, and then you just lost out on a bunch of money. And then if you go and buy back in again, you double lose, right? So this is obviously only true in a bull market. At some point the bull run will be over, there will be a big crash, and that will be, the top will be in, and that is it. But I don't think we're there just yet. So let's have a quick look at the chart over here, and I do have my computer here in front of me. So you can see over here we've had 3 big sell-offs. This was the 4th big sell-off already, and as you can see, we had the first sell-off from 42k to roughly down there. There was 31% sell-off there. Okay, then we had another one, we had a 26% sell-off. Then we had another one, we had a 18% sell-off. And then yesterday, on Sunday, we had this huge sell-off, 21%. So it's still not the biggest one just yet. It's the 4th one. It's happened before. Every single time up to now, the price has gone back higher after that crash. So over the last weeks and months, I have been making these videos of where I think things will continue to go. We've been looking at previous market cycles on where I think this bull market could potentially end. Even the last video, I said potentially we could be looking at a double top scenario with some sort of high in May, a sell-off, and then a further high towards the end of the year. But I don't think at this point that the bull run is done just yet. And maybe the sell-off that we just had yesterday is a good thing that'll help extend the next run up. So instead of potentially selling somewhere early in May, maybe this is going to run up till the end of May or June, because this was a complete reset of a lot of indicators. So let me just hop over here into Twitter. Huge liquidations, almost I think it's over $9 billion at this point. So basically what happened, you can see yesterday's candle, we went from a high of 60,000 to a low of 51,300. So geez guys, that is more than $9,000 in a single day. And that sounds scary, but the flip side is, hey, look how high Bitcoin actually is at this point in time, that we have $9,000 movements in a single day. Imagine saying this 5 years ago, hey, Bitcoin's gonna get so big that in future we're gonna have $9,000 swings in a single day. That is absolutely insane. And if Bitcoin is gonna go into the 6-figure mark, we will probably see 20, 30, maybe even $50,000 swings in the price of Bitcoin at some point in future. I think that is completely possible. So with a move like that, needless to say, huge amounts of liquidation, over $9 billion of leverage positions has been liquidated. And that's why I say it's so dangerous to play with leverage. Okay, so unless you know what you're doing, do not use leverage, because even on a relatively low leverage, on a 10% leverage move, chances are that you get liquidated on a move like that, right? And if you have your whole account at play, you can lose a lot of money. So even if you do use leverage when you know what you're doing, you only want to be doing that with a risk portfolio that is only a small percentage of your overall portfolio, in my opinion. You don't want to be trading with 100% of your money, because you can lose it all very quickly. And especially in cryptocurrency where the volatility is so high, if you add leverage into the mix, I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster, right? So be very careful with leverage. A lot of people, I think there were over 1 million traders that got liquidated. And like I said, this is a good thing because it reset a lot of those overbought conditions. A lot of people who were long, who were waiting for Bitcoin to have another run up to 67, maybe $80,000, maybe $100,000, who were all positioned for it. A lot of those people got wiped out, which means that now, we can get back to things. So you can see over here during that dip yesterday, also 7,000 ETH, so $14 million transferred from Binance. Someone bought the dip. You can see over here before the crash, 9,000 Bitcoin came in, but someone bought 20,700 Bitcoin. So the big whales are accumulating, in my opinion. It's the same thing like always. These shakeouts are here. Weak hands, the smaller traders, the people who are too leveraged, the people who are reacting to every single dip, the latecomers, the people who are buying at the top at $63,000, $64,000, and then it crashes to 52,000. They react to the markets, they panic sell the lows. The big boys, the whales, they scoop up those Bitcoin, and the price goes back up again. And the people who sold at the lows, they're forced to FOMO back in higher or miss out completely. A lot of them do end up buying back in higher again. And it's the same story. And that is how there's this transfer of wealth from the impatient people and from the weak hands, the people who reacting to the markets and don't have a solid plan and who are just buying because they're foaming in and they want to partake in it all. They buy high, they sell low, they buy high, they sell low until all of their money is gone, and all that money flows to the people who have the longer term vision, the patience, who have the diamond hands, who are willing to just buy the dips, hold, and then sell at the highs to the people who are buying high and selling low. So be very careful with that. Understand what you're doing. Have a plan so that you're not one of these people who's buying high and selling low, okay? Don't react to these shakeouts. There will be more, okay? And obviously at some point the bull run will end, but these shakeouts will continue to happen. And what I also want to say is that you can see how quickly this happens. So if you think that that you can react to these markets by the time, let's say you're at nice profits and you're planning to sell, you're like, I'm not going to sell just yet. I'm just going to wait. And if the market starts to sell off or it looks like a crash is going to happen, I'm going to sell. It's not going to happen, guys. You can see how quickly this happens. 10, 20% in a day. Now, if the bull market is really over, we're going to start seeing these crashes, but continued, right? It's going to be one day, 10, 20%, the next day, 10, 20%. And we can drop 50, 60% literally in a matter of 2-3 weeks after that bull run top is in, or if we get a real crash. And at that point, you're just not going to be able to react to it. So again, as a lesson, what I want to say here is on the way up, as things continue to go higher, remove your initial capital, lock in profits gradually on the way up. You might not be able to get the complete top. That's totally cool. As long as you're taking profits, as long as your initial is out, that way when it crashes, you have no stress, you have capital sitting on the sidelines, and you can buy these dips. Or when the bull run is completely over and you can sidestep this, you've got no initial capital in there, you've locked in all of your profits, and let the market drop 50, 60, 70%, you can start buying back in again, and you can make a lot more in the next cycle. So please understand how this works. This is big picture stuff. I'm not telling you, the next 100x coin or whatever. This is just the basics of investing in crypto, investing in general, but investing in crypto, especially with the volatility and the crashes and that kind of stuff. If you can just master this big picture stuff, it doesn't really matter if you get the perfect coin or the perfect entry point or anything like that. Big picture, if you can ride this up and not fall for these common traps of buying high, selling low, panic selling, reacting to the markets, as long as you're taking profits in initial on the way up, you're probably going to end up doing very well on the way up, in my opinion. So basically, what was the cause of the sell-off? Apparently, there was a huge part of the miners in Bitcoin. You can see here, one province in China, which powers a huge chunk of Bitcoin miners. Apparently, 40% of the hash rate dropped. And allegedly, that caused miners to sell, which caused whales to sell, which caused a huge dump, stop run. Obviously, a lot of leverage trades that got hit. And it just created this waterfall effect. It dropped down to 51,300. We're right back up there. And the interesting thing to note is that we did not close below the 50 exponential moving average on daily. And so far, that has held all the way since the start of this bull run in October last year. It's also happened last year, last cycle in 2017. We stayed above this 50 EMA all the way until the blow off phase. So as you can see, we're sitting right on top of that, and that is probably not by accident. That is very much on purpose. We had this huge spike below it that took out all those stops, the liquidations, that kind of thing. It pulled right back up. And if this continues to hold, as long as we don't get a daily close below this 50 exponential moving average, we can bounce around here a little bit. There's a decent chance we continue straight going back up again, and this bull run still continues. Only once we start to close below the 50 exponential moving average, we need to look at, is the trend changing? Could this perhaps be a longer extended correction? Now, a close below that 50 exponential moving average does not necessarily mean the end of a bull market, but it could mean a more extended correction, more extended sideways action. We might be looking at a few months or a few weeks at least of sideways trading if we do get a daily close or 2 daily closes below this 50 exponential moving average. But as long as we're not closing below it, right? Remember, back when Bitcoin was trading at $10,000, it went above $10,000, tried to spike down a few times below that 10K, but we did not get a close above it. And then we just ran up to the highs, which is $64,000, $65,000, right? So as long as we're staying above this 50 exponential moving average with daily closes, I think everything is a-okay. The bull run is still completely intact, and we should still see higher prices. So hopefully this explanation helped calm your nerves a little bit. Okay, the sell-off, the shake-offs are a bit scary when you look at it, but again, we've had them a few times already, 4 times so far in the last few months. I think we will get more of these sell-out, shake-out events. Have your plan, don't fall for the common traps, don't buy high and sell low, do the opposite. And you want to buy when people are fearful, you want to sell when people are getting too greedy, and keep an eye on the overall trend, the 50 exponential moving average, the cycles, the length. There's a good chance we still have a lot higher to go for Bitcoin and for other altcoins, but keep an eye on it. Remove your initial on the way up, take profits in stages on the way up before those crashes happen so that you can use them to your advantage. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure to get on my email list too, so I can send you an update every time I upload a video. And if you do want more help and guidance with crypto, if you want to know how this all works, if you want real-time help and support, come and join me inside my intelligent cryptocurrency community and membership. It's a complete package. You get a monthly newsletter every single month where I share my thoughts, my insights, my research on coins. I share tutorials. We've got courses in the membership area. And of course, we have a Discord chat group for members only. Over 600 members from all around the world. I'm in there personally every single day, answering questions, helping, but also all the members are helping each other. So if you have questions, just post it in the chat group. You get responses, you get feedback. If you have, you need help with tech stuff, there's tech support in there. There's all sorts of insights and coins being shared and opinions and exit strategies. Everything is there. So really, if you want the best chance of success with crypto, come and join us. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to join. You can sign up, you get access to everything. Come join us in the group. If you're not happy for whatever reason, just ask for your money back. I'd be happy to give that to you. And on the plus side, you have all that knowledge and that information and that support to gain. So if you want access to that, the link is in the description below. Sign up to my free masterclass. You get a free presentation with the details how to join intelligent cryptocurrency. But I also added a link to just directly subscribe and sign up to the program. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.